to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, as Filipinos welcome 2018, the newly approved tax reform law takes effect.
This is the administration's biggest Christmas gift to the Filipino people, as 99% of the taxpayers should benefit from the simpler, fairer, and more efficient tax system.
Bigger take-home pays await working Filipinos.
Able to give what the economic managers want, no? That the revenue that they intend to raise, and at the same time, ang talagang concern ko, if we soften the impact on na sana hindi maging inflationary.
But there's higher tax on fuel and other commodities.
The brunt will be borne by the richer because they consume more.
Also updates on the Dengbakshot controversy.
They say that did not observe any deaths insofar as the clinical trial studies are concerned.
A Twitter word war and a looming recall election. Senator J.V. Ejercito joins us live. And later, feast your eyes on these upcoming astronomic events. That's for today's In Focus. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. A gift for the Filipinos. This is how the Duterte administration describes its newly approved tax reform law that rolls out starting this year. While the law promises bigger income to working Filipinos, some lawmakers express their concern on its impact on food, fuel, and other basic commodities. Also, he's coming to the defense of his seatmate and colleague, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, after a controversial online exchange and what lies ahead for his mother, the sitting mayor of San Juan, after the COMELEC approves a recall election. Let's go straight to the source of the story. Senator J.V. Ejercito, sir, belated happy birthday.
Thank you, Vicky.
And Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you and all our televiewers.
So how old are you?
I'm below 50.
We're both below 50. JV was a schoolmate, of course, in college. So, a lot of topics to discuss. First, this is supposed to be, the train is supposed to be a gift to the Filipino people. Do you think it is a gift to the Filipino people, Senator?
Well, you know, Pinky, the intention was good, no? That the lower income bracket, or those earning 250,000 annually, would be exempted. And it's a campaign promise by the President. So that would benefit about 6 million workers. But the problem, Pinky, my apprehension, no, although I'm part of the majority, is that I'm really worried about the inflationary effects, because you will now be raising prices of fuel, petroleum, because of the excise taxes, and the sugar sweetened beverage, which is a consumer item. So, double whammy. Yung petroleum parang it's already inflationary, and it will cause a domino effect already. So, my worry, Pinky, it might benefit 6 million, but about 18 million who do not belong to that
Bracket.
that bracket will bear the brunt. No?
So let's get that clear. 6 million
That's
will
excise
probably
taxes.
benefit.
Yes.
Pero there's an 18 million, sir, that might
About
not.
15 to 18 million who do not belong to that bracket will shoulder, because definitely all the consumer items, no, petroleum, to consumer goods will definitely shoulder most of this, as excise taxes will surely be passed on to the consumers.
Okay, so here's the thing, sir. You're against that, especially the sweetened beverage and the excise taxes on fuel, which really, to a lot of people, is huge, staggered on a 3-year basis, I think. But you were behind the president when he signed this.
No, I was
Weren't
there
you?
I was there in Malacanang because the train bill and the budget, because I'm vice chair of the Committee on Finance, were signed one after the other.
Okay.
So I only joined with the signing of the budget. I was
It was not the signing of the train bill. that
I
you-
was not yet there. No?
Okay.
Although I have to admit I voted, no, because I voted in favor of it, but I expressed my reservations. I even said that it's a yes bordering already on the no, because I was really not in favor of the rates, no, especially of the by-cam version. Like in the original version, Pinky, the petroleum taxes were supposedly 3 pesos in the first year, 3 pesos in the second year. On the Senate version, which I was in favor, at least it was 175 and another 175. But the by-cam version, they ended up with a compromise of 250. and higher. So I just feel that it was quite high, but I voted because, this was a priority measure of the Duterte administration. And I hope I'm wrong with my apprehensions, but we have to give it a chance because they committed that whatever they would raise, they would really use it for the build in their infrastructure development program, which is very close to my heart because I've been pushing for the infrastructure and the railway system for
absolutely.
for the longest time.
Yeah. So you're just hoping it goes to that. But here's the thing, sir. I think it was even Senator Sani Angara who was also saying he hopes part of the proceeds, obviously, will even go to the modernization of the MRT. But let's look at the prices on fuel. Senator, every day, binapalabas po namin prices of fuel.
Yes.
Fuel prices will go up by 20 centavos per liter, gano'n. 20 centavos. Now what we're looking at, what? 250?
The first year.
Opo.
So the only safety mechanism that we have is that the economic managers or the Department of Finance committed that in case, Pinky, that the inflation rate breaches the threshold of 4 rate, they would suspend the further the tranches of the succeeding years. So kung sakaling umabot or we reach the 4, which is the threshold mark for this year,
hindi matutuloy yung 250.
Yes, so to prevent
I see.
to arrest.
So there's like that safety net, that safety measure that they put in place. But transport fares, sir, are you thinking with the 250 increase, automatic na ba yan na may increase sa transport fares?
Well, I would think so. That would follow. As you said, sometimes 20 centavos, 50 centavos already has quite an impact. But this time it's 250 and another 250 next year. So this is quite. I'm really not in favor of it because of the inflationary effect.
So, sir, when will this begin? Gasoline at 2.65, diesel at 250, auto LPG 250. Kailan ho yan?
I guess almost all the companies, oil companies already implemented it start of the year. They have already adjusted their pump prices because yesterday when I went on a ride,
Nagpagas ka?
may cover na they have not adjusted, but they have. I think they already adjusted. They have not adjusted the machine, but they already implementing.
But remember, sir, di ba meron reserve yan? So dapat they're still using the prices of the reserve.
Supposedly, because all of this fuel, all of these manufactured items were manufactured 3 to 6 months ago.
Okay.
So I think they have some are already taking advantage.
Oh, so you have
But
fuel
it's
prices
really
going up. You're saying the transport fares will definitely go up, and you were basically also saying that there could be what you call this food inflation.
Yes.
Sir, can you explain this to us, please?
Well, Pinky, as I mentioned, every time the prices of petroleum or fuel goes up, there's already a domino effect. No? All the other prices will go up. But this time around, aside from petroleum, you have the sugar sweetened beverage taxes which will be implemented. Pinky, my worry is that I don't know if this was taken into consideration, but there are 1.3 million sari-sari store owners all over the country, not to mention the carinderias, the eateries, the ambulant vendors, the sidewalk vendors, who more than about 40 to 50% of their sales come from the sugar sweetened beverage. So they will be affected as well. And that's the underground economy. So I'm just hoping, Pinky, that I am wrong in my apprehension that raising both petroleum and sugar sweetened beverages might just cause food inflation.
And ano ho ba yung food inflation?
Well, all prices of basic commodities, especially food items, will definitely go up. No, may exemption yung milk and 3-in-1 because we fought for that because we know that
yung mga,
it might affect
the 3-in-1. Hindi yan kasama.
Yes,
okay.
But milk products, other dairy products, and other food items might just increase. And everybody, of course, being consumer items, all of us everybody will need to buy all of these food items daily.
But they're saying
they will carry the brunt.
But they're saying, Senator, that this could also be good because this is also a way for consumers to be a little bit more healthy.
Well,
what do you think of that?
If it was, I'm the chair of Committee on Health, I was also saying that if it will really a health measure, then it should have been content-based, no? Yung the basis for taxes should not be volume. Now it's volumetric. So you tax it by volume. So if it's the intention is really to lower the consumption of sugar, it should be content-based. So that, companies, multinationals, and this producing sugar sweetened beverage, they will now innovate on how they will lessen sugar content on their products.
Ibig sabihin, sa isang inumin, gagawin siguro nila, kukuntian na lang nila yung find ways, you said, that's to be innovative
Now, it's
in a way.
volumetric. So you base it on the volume of the
Ibig sabihin, 1 liter, 1.5 liter, ganon. Ganon ang basis ngayon.
Yes.
Okay, but so I know you did say, sir, that you are the chairman of the Committee on Health. So was this something that you fought for as well?
I was proposing that I was hoping that they will make it content-based, and they committed, the DOF, that since we have no capability as of the moment to measure, so in 2 years, now it's volumetric, but in 2 years they have committed that they will now shift to content-based, so that this will now become an honest-to-goodness health measure.
So what should have been done? Kung kayo po ang masusunod, you said that you wanted maybe excise taxes to be increased. You were hoping for that instead of this.
I'm hoping that the petroleum, for example, the petroleum, it's now at 250. I was hoping it will be just 175, just to soften the impact or the shock factor. And likewise, the sugar sweetened beverage, taking into consideration the underground economy that depends on it. Instead of originally it was 10 pesos, and 20 pesos for high fructose corn syrup, and 10 pesos for other sugar or caloric sweeteners. We were hoping to make it 3 pesos and 6 pesos, but it came out now it's about 6 pesos and 12 pesos.
Okay.
So it's still quite high. I was hoping, Pinky, that to soften the impact or the shock factor, we can increase, if we can increase instead the tobacco excise, the taxes, tobacco tax, because there is still room. Because, Pinky, I know that there's already sin tax, tobacco tax was increased 2012, but if you would look at the rates in the other countries, especially just in Asia, there's still room there's still room because we still have one of the lowest price per pack of tobacco.
Cigarettes,
yes, of cigarettes. So, since it's not a basic commodity, Pinky, it's not food.
It's a health risk.
It's a health risk. So, might as well increase the tobacco tax instead of increasing petroleum and sugar sweetened.
Over and above the sin tax is what you're saying, sir. So why did that not work?
Well, because during the deliberation, Senator Angara, while I was proposing an amendment, he said that this was not taken up. This was not taken into consideration. Because at that time, they think that the sin tax law was already working. So, but he made a commitment that in the package 2 of the tax reform, that the tobacco tax will be included.
Okay.
So,
because we need to make that clear, Senator. This is just the first tax reform package.
This is the package 1.
Package 1. Meron pang package 2. So brace ourselves.
So I had that commitment from Senator Angara.
Okay.
But unfortunately, during the BICAM, it caught me by surprise. I didn't see it really coming that it was reintroduced, the tobacco tax, but at a very, 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 very low rate. So
what happened there?
I really don't know. I did see it coming. I was proposing a 60 pesos per pack excise tax. But what came out was 250 up to 10 pesos for the next coming year. So it's really quite low. So
yeah, ang laki ng difference.
I would not be surprised, Bingi. I'm sorry, but I would not be surprised if the tobacco companies, Philip Morris, probably Tycoon Luciutan had a hand in this, probably allegedly they might file libel against me, but but I really did see it coming, and I have to be honest with you, I was disappointed because
disappointed with whom? The senator?
With the BICAM rate.
Okay.
I know that Senator Angara fought for this, but he's only one. He's the author, but the BICAM is composed of 24 people. So I really did see it coming. I have to be honest that I really was quite disappointed with the inclusion of tobacco at a very low rate.
We'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Still ahead, a Twitter word war among netizens and his co-senator and an upcoming recall election in San Juan. Senator J.B. Ejercito will still be with us after the break. And also don't miss these astronomical events, definitely made in the stars. That's for today's In Focus.
$32.50 kasi 30 pesos siya ngayon. So magiging $32.50.
So,
Lumalabas
$2.50
$2.50 lang. Tapos
Ang
increase
proposal
every
mo
year,
from
abot ng 40 pesos.
your proposal was from 30 to 60.
260. So 30 pesos increase.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Ang cost basically. Okay.
Kasi
Laki
meron
na.
pa rin eh. Kasi kung if you'll compare it to other
Yeah,
countries,
malaki, mababa pa rin
mura
tayo.
pa rin tayo eh.
Yeah. Tama naman yun.
So talagang ano yun, tingin ko yung off the record. Siyempre,
Hindi, sir, on the record ka pala, we're still live on Facebook. FYI. Live tayo. Wala ka naman sinabi, wala off the record, pero hindi mo naman tinuloy.
Yun lang, I was really disappointed kasi hindi ko I didn't expect na i-reintroduce kasi meron na akong commitment for package 2 at that rate.
Sino yun? Sino dun yun?
Siyempre, some lawmakers as well, siguro probably for whatever reasons, pero ako, I still think that may hand ang Philip Moniz. Probably.
Well, you said that on air.
Probably.
Yeah.
So,
No, but
There's a quite
24 ba sabay? Come 12 and 12?
tama ba?
Tama ba? 12 and 12?
6 and 6.
6. So 12 total.
Yeah.
Is this super moon called Moon Apogee? What is this? Moon Apogee? Okay.